Hi, it's Krista at the Secret Yarnery. Today is a WIP Wednesday, episode 4. Thanks so much for inviting me over. WIP Wednesday is just a relaxed, casual time to spend together, crocheting, crafting something that you're working on, or even just relaxing. We can just relax together. You can see my process of like how I work on stuff, how many times I change it, and all that sort of thing. And today we have an emergency WIP. I don't try, but I usually make a new pair of slippers every winter. And it is my winter right now. I'm in the southern hemisphere. But this year I didn't. I'm like, I have enough slippers. It's fine. It's going to be summer, like hot again before you know it. So I won't bother. And I do have my favorite pair of slippers. These gorgeous ones right here. A couple days ago, I saw my toenail popping through and I was like, oh, that's weird. But I didn't really think anything about it. And then this morning, I saw my toenail popping through again, and I looked, the whole toe is open. Now, I did start with a magic ring, bless my heart, but I guess I did not, look, you can see all the way through. Hello, hello. I did not stitch it shut properly, obviously. I even washed them like a couple days ago. I put them in a laundry bag inside the washing machine, so I don't really think that was the problem. It's definitely a magic knot problem. So I could just take some yarn, like the same kind of turquoise color yarn, and just stitch it shut. I'm still gonna do that just for like a spare pair of slippers, because this knobbly chenille yarn is amazing for slippers. It is so good. It is squishy. It gives you, it's like just such a good slipper. So I don't even like wearing my other chenille ones anymore. I only like to wear these. So I have different colors. I have it in turquoise. I have it in gray. I already did gray. And I think I also have it in like a lilac. Maybe we'll do lilac with gray acrylic. So I do 2 strands at a time. Anyway, this is my 2-hour slipper. It takes, well, it might take 2 hours. Because usually it doesn't. It takes like an hour and a half, like 40 minutes a slipper kind of thing. But we'll see how long it's going to take, because you can't see your stitches with this yarn at all. You're just totally guessing. So let's go pick some yarn and make some slippers. So I have turquoise, pink, and gray. Oh, so I just used, I used more than a ball. Okay, so I think we'll do the pink. The orchid kind of color. Isn't that cool? Love it. And then we need a neutral. Ooh, maybe there's going to be a neutral in my hidden selection. 1 ball of gray left. Or I could do dark gray. I could do black. Who wants to do black? Nobody wants to do black. I could crawl behind over there and look for another gray. I could crawl under there and get a dark gray. Should we do dark gray or light gray? It's slippers. We should do dark gray, right? Can I lean over and grab a gray? Oh, look at that gray right there, that bluey kind of one. You can see it. There's 2 not in plastic. That's what we're going to get. So see you later, secret compartment. Hi, puppy. We can get it from behind. Are they both the same? Yep. This smoky gray. That's going to be perfect. Look. So it's kind of blacky. It's kind of midnighty. Oh, I'm excited. That's my new slipper color. Okay. We're going to need a hook. Oh, I'm going to need a pattern. Goodness. Slipper pattern should be... Oh, and if you want to know how I organize my patterns, let me know, because I think it should be a video. I think I've got it figured out. Oh, good. It's in there. That's my pattern. Okay, so this is my winter wear. My only pattern printed in winter wear. That's fine. So my pattern. I'll keep my binder out so I know to put it away. And let's, oh, we need a hook. I think I'm going to use a 6. What do I say in the pattern? Let's see. I have a new format for my patterns now, so they make better sense. 5.5. Get to page 1. Oh, my new patterns are so much nicer format than this. I love it. Okay, 2-hour slippers. 2 strands of yarn. Oh, I need my yarn holders. Oh, I have one right here. Oh, we get to try it out. I just got this. Okay, here we go. Boop. That's there. So much nicer than center pull, let me tell you. What is this now? Okay. This is the same yarn that I joined my polka dots for my very first polka dot blanket. So it's a bit like sentimental. It's like old school. It's probably from the same batch of yarn. Vintage. Okay, magic ring, chain 1, 10 double crochets. Double into it for the next round and then double crochets. Got it. Okay, are you good? I gotta find something on the TV, on the telly. I am watching Alone. Season, I don't even know what. Did I turn it on? Yes. I'll tell you what season. Season 11, episode 4. I fell asleep last night. So, well, I fall asleep every night, but let's continue today and start a pair of slippers. Music for you, show for me. Okay, this might have been the problem because I can't pull the tails on the magic ring. Can I? Like, you don't even know how many stitches you did. But I counted 7. But now closing that ring is a problem. Okay, well. 8. And 10. See, what's this guy doing? Now, I feel like it's just gonna break. Okay, I'm getting it a bit. It's not that closing. See, that chenille yarn is such a problem. Maybe I could just pull the acrylic. Okay, so those have to get sewn in. Now I'm getting hot. Touch yarn, get hot. Okay. So I am going to get a stitch marker. I'm going to mark my first stitch so I know where it is. And I'll show you what we're dealing with here. That's 10, let me get my face out. That's 10 double crochets. right? So you pretty much just have to fudge it. So I'm going to slip stitch where I think I'm slip stitching. I'm going to chain 1 and make a double crochet into the same stitch and pop a stitch marker into that stitch. Okay. Now 1 more double crochet into that same stitch. I'm literally, you don't even have to look. There's no point in even looking because you can't see anything. Okay, so that's round 2 started. Now, back to your music, back to my show. Keep an eye on those yarn ball winders. Holders. This one again. There we go. So I've done 20. I was able to count them a little bit, and I'm going to slip stitch to that stitch marker. Thank goodness there's a stitch marker where we do slip stitch to, right? Crazy. Okay, starting episode 5. I was almost at the end of episode 4. Now what else I'm going to do, because I'm supposed to do this for 7 rows, so I'm going to take stitch markers, and every time I finish a row, I'm going to throw a stitch marker down. So I've done 2 rows so far. So 2 stitch markers on my pattern, and then I'll know how many rows I did because I have to, well, as long as I remember to put a stitch marker down. So anyway, starting row 3. Okay, I had visitors, family, so I gotta back up. I don't know. He caught a moose, and then he was trying to bring it back to his house. He's building something for it. I gotta go back. Oh, and we're this far. So there is one slipper. That was 56 minutes. It will be faster for you. If you don't use this knobbly yarn, it'll be a lot faster. Then we just sew the heel together with the acrylic tail, and we sew the magic ring together very well with the acrylic tail, and we do the other slipper. I'm gonna leave this open for now until I have the second one done, because it's easier for me to measure and make sure I've done the same number of rows if it is open, like if I haven't stitched it together yet. So one done, taking a break to help the kids, coming back, we're gonna do number 2. Okay, Muck, let's go. Okay, back. Oh, I'm gonna need another ball of yarn. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm gonna start the second slipper with a full ball, so I don't have to sew in another tail. And then I'll keep this for, I don't know what, something. Who knows? Be cute little hair ties. Cute little headband. Oh, that would be a cute little headband. Okay, so there's a ball. And I use these little barrettes to keep the tail on. There. Okay. What if I make a magic ring just with the acrylic? Do you know what I mean? So I don't incorporate the chenille until after. That could work, because then I could shrink it shut proper. So acrylic. Oh no, hold on. Acrylic magic ring. And then I'm gonna add the chenille just along that long loop. Right? Okay. Ding. My hand is getting tired of yanking all that heavy yarn with a tiny hook. But I got to, because it makes a really dense slipper. So you know why it's taking so long? You have to like really feel where every stitch is and feel that you've worked into that stitch, and then check that you have both loops of yarn on your hook when you're done that stitch, like that they both came through, and then go on to the next stitch. So if you don't use a knobbly yarn, it'd be so much easier and so much faster, but look how thick it is. Can you see how thick? Let me flatten it. Look how thick that is. So, I mean, it's totally worth it. But is it tedious? Yes, it is tedious. So, onward. The kids are out there arguing about who's gone to the gym and what exercises they were doing and what time they went. It's hilarious. One more row. Yay! So, 2 slippers done. 1 hour, 55 minutes. Not totally done. I have to still stitch them together, like sew the heels together and sew in my tails And then also crochet a little string, like a little ribbon, to go around the foot. A lot longer with this yarn. Got my needle. And I'm going to start by sewing in the toe, I suppose. Let me bring it down a bit. My finger's stuck. How do I? Okay, thanks. It was stuck underneath the tripod. Okay, sewing in the tails. Me, or does that yarn look teal? It does not look gray anymore. Like with that pink, all I'm seeing is like a dark teal, like green. I forget how many chains I'm supposed to do working back. This is 70. So I just slip stitch back along the chain. It might be too long, but you get a pretty good rope. I'll have to write it down. Once I figure out the right chain number, I'll have to write it down this time. The problem is it gets shorter. So you make your chain, you think it's super long, you slip stitch into it, and it shortens right up. Look how short it is. Well, it might. This was a chain 70. We might have to make it a bit longer. But let me show you how to do. I'm not feeling this. I don't know what I don't like about it. Maybe it's just the harsh gray. I don't know. I'm not feeling love. So I'm gonna pause game. I'm gonna go feed the kids lunch, give it a think, and then we'll see what we're gonna do with the slipper. Maybe I have to do it in like the pink kind of color, or maybe a different color altogether. Maybe actually like a tealy green, or like a mint green, or I don't know, something. Nothing's exciting about a gray bow on a slipper. It makes it look like a bad boat shoe. Ugh. And look how this one is, so cute. Maybe I did work back into the chain though, but it's somehow so much thinner. See on the side there, you don't even really see it. Food for thought. Let's revert. Well, I had a think about it. It's just a depressing color, like adding gray onto something so fun. So I thought about doing, sorry about the lighting. It is nighttime now. Doing like an orange to like pick it up. And then I was like, no, you have to do a green, right? Just like a little fresh, fun something. So I'm going to chain a whole bunch, like a big long chain. Maybe I'm going to chain 100. Where is my hook even? Oh, who knows? Did I take it with me? I'm going to get a 5 milli, I think, and do the chain in a 5 milli so it's smaller. Okay, got a 5 milli. Green yarn. Let me get this tidied up a bit. I seem to have made a mess. Okay. I did a chain 70. It was not long enough. Let's calculate. Okay, so a chain 70 got me around. Oh, that was with a 6 milli though. And then I probably need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least 30 stitches more. So let me do a chain 100. That seems like a lot, but let's give it a try. Find something on the TV. Where's my, right here, good. I've been watching that episode, I tell you. Okay. Let me put this light on too. Getting to be nighttime. Oh, now I'm in the dark. Okay, chaining 100. So I'm popping in a stitch marker at 50, so I don't have to go back and count again. Okay, that is a chain 100. That's like the length of my arm. But it's gonna shrink up. Should I bring you closer? Is that better? I'm not in pitch black. Oh, you can see, it's getting dark outside. All right. Oh, I should put some glasses on. I'm working into the chains. You gotta use your eyes. All right. So I'm slip stitching all the way back down the chain, just so it's a little fancier. Do I have to charge you? Hold on. Let me charge you. There you go. 4%. Well, that explains it. So that is the difference in length. So 50 stitches slip stitched back, and here it goes to that spot, and 50 chains. So 50 chains and then 50 chains with a slip stitch. Right? That's a lot of what we call shrinkage, isn't it? That's a lot. Okay, so I guess that's halfway also. We can put it on the back of our slipper and just guesstimate. Yeah, I think that'll be about right. Because we're also going to pull it. And we want to make a little bow. Okay. Should write that on the pattern actually before I get carried away. Chain 100. With a 5 milli. Okay. Put a note. Yay! Okay, so this is gonna be and then we just tighten it. Now I just have to do that on the other one. Yay, we have slippers! I'm so excited. So let me know what you're hooking on in the comments and what do you want to hook next week. Stay hooked.